list like nobody else has ever done, and the P.I.T.A. And it's been said around in various circles when I've heard people talking that if it wasn't for Walt Coulson and
Sue Brewer,
that neither one of us would exist, either this club nor the P.I.T.A. I've been involved with Walt in the shooting end of it for a very short time, so I'm going to call on people that have been with him longer to say a word or two. I've only been doing it 20 years, and Walt was always promoting the club, and I got sucked into it when he paid my dues. And then Bob Ballou comes along, and I said, well, I haven't got any shells. And he said, yeah, you got shells now. You know, I should have held out for another hour. I think I could have got a gun. But Walt's been promoting P.I.T.A., and like I say, if it hadn't been for Walt, P.I.T.A. wouldn't be here. I had the privilege last year of watching the retirement of Walt and his dumpster diva, Marion Cornell, at Medford. We have the first pictures here of him and Marion, and in their retirement ceremony, it's very fitting that they're in a couch in the dumpster.
Well, their first picture was taken right out here. That first picture of them was taken right out here.
That dumpster was over Medford.
No, the first one.
The first one. Well, it's apropos that you come back to the club to get your reward. I think that Don Griffiths was on the Hall of Fame committee, and I think he knows a little more about the history of Walt and the club and all the hours. And I'd like to thank the Coulson family for allowing Walt to travel all over the Pacific Northwest and give his time to such an organization and keep it shooting. We really appreciate it. I welcome the Coulson family this evening. I missed that talk, but I'm not a public speaker. I just speak a lot. Don, if you would say a few words. The other speaker I was going to have was Billy Myers, and he's out on the line, and the other Hall of Fame committee member is out on the line shooting. So we understand that Walt tires rather easily, and you've got to get a motor for that thing. So we're having a right at the minute. So Don, if you would mind saying a word or two, and anybody else that has a comment that might do. Don?
Well, one of the things you need to think about is how Walt got here. Walt's probably not the greatest shooter in the world. He's a good shooter, but not the greatest. But to get where he's at, Walt worked harder than anybody that I know of in P.I.T.A. because he got here on service. The service he did to the club, the service that he did for P.I.T.A., the years of being a president, and the one thing I remember about Walt from the time I started is every place I went, there was Walt working after hours, hauling the garbage, selling things to help the clubs. I've still got, I think, 4 or 5 stainless steel coffee cups around the house that we got from Walt. He was selling hats. I got hats from, I think, about 2000, about the first time I went to the Grand. I've got a cap for every year that I've been there. And most of them I got from Walt. He twisted my arm. I couldn't resist and bought them.
Now, Don, didn't he just usually come and say, give me this much